Did you say anything to provoke it?
What did you say?
Round one. Fight.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We are going to be covering a 90-day fiancé today, and we're going to be doing 3 of the couples super quick, and then we're going to move on to the other remaining couples. So let's get to it. So let's start off with Sophie and her mom. Claire is asking her why she's not furious. Why is she so calm, and tells her that eventually Rob's horrible attitude will carry on to her. That eventually she will become the bitter, horrible person that Rob is.
I guarantee within 6 months you won't be the Sophie that I know. You'll be depressed.
You guys see this face? This is the face of someone that knows damn well this relationship is going nowhere. At the restaurant, Rob sent Sophie a video of a nice car that could be theirs.
He sent me a video of a nice car and said this could be ours.
Oh, he's in damage control.
How is he supposed to afford this? But Claire is right. He's doing damage control. Oh, look how beautiful our life could be if you just come back, if you just stay with me, just forget how shitty I am. Sophie is doing this to try to show him that he can lose her at any time. She says that she is 50-50.
At this point, it's like 50-50.
10 being I'm sure we'll get married. 1 being like it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I'm like a 4.
Well, Rob is telling his friends that from a 1 to 10, he's only a 4. So definitely, Sophie's plan isn't working. Moving on to Igor and Nikki.
You're such a gentleman opening up my door.
They are still fighting over the same thing, and now they are on their way to do horseback riding. Igor wants to replicate the picture they took a long time ago. And do you guys remember how Igor's friend told him he needs to be more masculine and take the lead on the relationship?
You want to change something? Start focusing here.
Right? I have to change it.
Well, he took that as you need to scream and be rude to Nikki and demean her, and ran with it. So now they're just shouting at each other.
Breakfast, bed, some garbage.
Because I'm your guest.
And Igor wants her to be a trad wife, but he's not willing to pay the price of a trad wife. Is he willing to pay all her bills and have her stay at home forever? Because it comes with the price that he's not willing to pay. Once they get to the ranch, they decide that they're gonna hash things out and proceed with their engagement party.
I don't know. I don't think I could do better than him. And I know he's not gonna do better than me.
For Ashley and Manuel, Ashley did something super nice for Manuel and took him to one of his bucket list places.
El Parque Nacional de las Cataratas de Niágara.
Which is Niagara Falls. Here they talk about him being ready to adapt to his life in the US, but still chooses not to adapt to the spending habit.
Me puedo adaptar. Lo que no quiero es adaptarme a tu cultura, que dinero que tengo, gastar.
Which triggers Ashley, and then they start arguing again. This could have been such a nice moment, and it got ruined by this conversation that they could have resolved the last episode instead of them having sex in a public restroom. As they are enjoying Niagara Falls, the rainbow and water have washed all the negativity away, according to Ashley. That is all it takes.
Thriving in this energy, and literally I was like, it, this is how I'm feeling. Are you down or not?
Because now they are both ready to get married. Now to the reason why we're here, Jasmine and Gino. Gino is clearly upset while they're making food. He does not understand why she's still talking to Dan, and I don't either.
Why is he giving you $2,000? Now he's gonna expect something from you.
Like, nothing is free in this world, but I am pretty sure Jasmine already paid him.
He is an altruist person.
Now Jasmine has switched from it being a gift to being a charity donation. She says that Dan does charity and they can take this money as that.
Gotta stop
He's
talking.
a good person. Just don't bring the exes. That makes me moody.
Oh, and don't bring up exes, because I have only talked to mine for help while you have talked to yours and sent her naked pictures of me. And Gino, knowing that Jasmine had a knife in her hand, asked her, but what did you do to provoke her, Jasmine? What did you say? And well, He stood by it and told her, I said what I said. Did you provoke her? Jasmine said,
insulting my physical appearance. She was making ugly comments about my
and Gino said,
calm down.
Jasmine said,
what the is wrong with you?
Gino said,
Right.
Jasmine, calm down, please. You're a stupid fucking man. After all the screaming, Gino wants to know, did you or did you not provoke her? And while this is a question that you should never ask, I wanted to know, why did he say that? Is he lying? Did he say it because it's true?
I wish I have done that last night.
I wish I f***ed him so good like we used to do it before. And Gino tells her,
Yeah, I wish I could my exes because they were great.
but Jasmine throws the hardest blow and says, I bet they were good. But what about you? And then storms off, pulling a card from Larissa's book and says, she's not marrying this idiot. Now, before we keep going, I wanted to show you guys something I found on Instagram from the account Keeblix or Keeblik. These are the messages that were exchanged between Gino's ex and Jasmine. Yes, you're depressing. I feel sorry for you. Seek help. You're not even pretty. I feel sorry for you. This is Jasmine, guys, the white one. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but Gino is the one that needs help. I really do. No, I have done nothing wrong. Everyone knows who you are, a whore. You're less than nothing and old and ugly and depressing. Jasmine, you did not give him permission to share your photos, videos, and especially topless pics of you. I never opened the videos, just so you know. Sure, I did. Did you not get the screenshots I sent above? You can be happy now. That's all I'm telling you. You're sick, don't worry, plus old for your profession. That's depressing. I understand you. An old, no talent whore. I got you. You're so ugly and old. You're a joke. You're going to tire yourself out. You're not even good for porn. I'm not the one to be upset with, so I prefer to die rather than be with you. Look at me, young. Gino is who you should be upset with, not me. True. Pretty, you don't, I think she meant petty. You don't even know me. Intelligent, and there's you, a piece of old me. I'm sorry for you, seeking attention, but you're old. Do you need me to pretend to be upset right now? I'm confused. I understand you. Having a whore as a mom, what a shame. You made my day. Okay, have a good night also. And let me have a wonderful fake drama. Thanks, darling. Get Botox. You're an old face. Need it. I think she says your old face needs it. And work out. I mean, you have no ass. You're an ugly whore. Look at me. So perfect and a reality star. That's what Jasmine says. I could pretend like your opinion matters to me if you needed me for your show. And you just a prostitute. Don't worry. Gino and I laugh at your bipolar a lot. You're just way too idiot to know. Bye, cheap whore. Thanks to let us have our today's drama. Bye, oldie. Kisses. Adios. Getting fame, paid vacations, and money. No need to do porn as your kids must be fully at school. It's depressing having a whore as a mother. So yeah, those are the messages that we got. I know the messages were, I think, released last year, but it is pretty nice to be able to see them because it also puts into perspective the fact that Gino wasn't lying. When Jasmine was saying that Gino's ex was making ugly comments about her appearance and all these things, it definitely hit me and it just made me feel really bad for her. But then when I found those messages and I saw what she said to the other girl, I was like, girl, are you a girly girl or are you not a girly girl? Because so far it sounds like you are not, and that is very disrespectful to have said those things to her when she was trying to be a girly girl to you. Like, are you okay? Seriously, like, I want to be in Jasmine's side. I want to be with her because what Gino did was so horrible. But how can you be on her side when things like this happen? Like I said, I don't agree with Gino sending those images to his ex at all. Disrespectful is the word. Honestly, there should be something that prevents man from doing that. But at the same time, why did Jasmine say those things to her when she was the one reaching out to her? When she was the one telling her about what this horrible man did, you know? Don't be mad at the victim, be mad at the perpetrator. That was Gino. Now Gino has decided to give Jasmine some time to cool down and he's off to apologize. She takes the apology well And I am actually wondering if Jasmine is on any type of medication because what the hell?
And I have done things to you. I'm sorry for going on a goodbye dinner to Dan.
She's so calm, and then the next minute, the whole world is burning down. She also apologizes for going out to dinner with Dan and taking the money for the surgery. And now Gino wants her to stop talking to Dan, just like he doesn't get to talk to his exes, and she agrees to send him a voice message that was a little too friendly.
I just wanted to say thank you for being such an amazing human being. You are such a good friend. However, I am leaving you this message to let you know that we won't be able to communicate because, as you might understand, I want to make Gino my priority. He is my priority. And you as a guy might understand you.
Also, why is Dan calling her babe on the messages? That doesn't sit well with me. Now, let's talk about some of the genuine couples in 90 Day Fiancé. Clayton is out shopping with his mom, and Violet tells him that she doesn't have a problem with Anali, but does have a problem with her cooking great Peruvian food and not cheeseburgers.
She thinks that Anali should be speaking more English, cooking more American food, cooking for me more often.
Clayton has been picking up on this passive aggressiveness coming from his mom and really wants to settle this. According to Violet, Anali has not asked Clayton once what he wants to eat.
Where's her cheeseburgers at? I would teach her how to make something. She hasn't one time asked.
But she also doesn't speak Spanish or understands it. So how can she tell if that is true? That is incredibly debatable because maybe she did ask him and maybe he doesn't care. I guess Violet thinks it's an issue.
For 2 hours and making a little chicken and chicken and chicken and chicken. And he likes beef,
Since that's what her baby likes. Come on, guys. Anali probably misses her home. And from personal experience, cooking your native plates makes you feel closer to home. So let her cook what she wants. If you want a cheeseburger, you can also make it yourself. No need for her to make it for you. The kitchen's right there. While Clayton is hesitant to ask his mom to move out, he does insinuate
I'm not trying to kick you out.
to please move out because it has been affecting his relationship as we see in right now. I do feel bad for mom because she doesn't have a place to go, but at the same time, she is affecting their relationship.
If I had a place to go tomorrow, I'd go.
Now Anali and Clayton are getting ready to go to Indiana, and there's so much tension between them.
Siempre pasa lo mismo contigo, que dejas todo al final, todo a último minuto.
Because Clayton has not picked an officiant or someone to do her makeup and hair. Now, if I was Anali, I would have done that myself. There's no way in hell that I'm going to let someone else pick someone to do my makeup and hair on my wedding day.
No pensé que yo tengo que hacer completamente todo.
Pero yo no sé qué, siempre te digo, dime qué cosa.
And I know she doesn't speak English, but she can understand it and write it. Since Clayton can't find his EpiPens, he asked his mom, and then he goes to the kitchen. He starts venting to her about Anali not being able to help much because she doesn't speak English. And then mom says this.
It's frustrating that she's not speaking English because wedding stuff has been me and Brandy.
I don't think she has a desire to learn English.
Excuse me, lady, and excuse me, Clayton. Why do you guys think it's necessary to be having a conversation about someone that's next door to you and can understand what you're saying? Come on, get it together. After she hears this, of course she walks out. Like, I heard you guys were talking about me. And when Clayton tries to give her a kiss, of course she says no. Clayton tells her that if she spoke more English, she could help more. And Anali says that that's not the case because she actually made a list and then showed it to him, and then they realized that there were many things missing and it was super last minute.
Tuve que yo misma hacer una lista y decirte esto tenemos, esto no. Oh.
Which I definitely do agree with Anali. I feel like Clayton did wait to the last minute to ask Anali for help or ask for her opinion, and maybe that's why we're where we are right now.
Anali's really good at gaslighting. It's frustrating because she has like this emotional mind and I have a logical mind.
But he also feels like she's gaslighting him because it's always his fault. Later on, when they're on their way to Indiana, Anali, you can tell she's very uncomfortable. So when Clayton asked her, you know, can you check on my guinea pigs? She was clearly annoyed by this and wants to know, what were you guys saying exactly about me when you were talking to your mom? He tells her that they were saying that they wish that Anali was able to speak more English so she could have helped more instead of him and his sister doing all the work. Clayton says that he hasn't done his best, but he wants to put all of that away and just enjoy the next days and the wedding. And Anali also agrees.
Y la boda misma obviamente quiero disfrutar y tú también.
When they were checking the house, Clayton makes a joke about putting his mom in the closet. Brandy arrives and wants to talk about all the planning for the wedding because she did her part, but what about him? Did he do his part? The llama is definitely out of the question. I don't even think she looked for it, and I don't blame her.
The decorations, all you've told me that you have plates.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
No, flowers.
Clayton only has plates and flowers?
I've never really seen Clayton plan anything. I mean, he lives with my mom, for God's sake.
The most important thing about this wedding for Anali is the bachelorette party. And even though Brandy says that she's only gonna have a couple people over and they're gonna do a bonfire, and you can tell that Anali is disappointed, we all know that she's not saying it because she doesn't want Clayton to hear that there will be strippers at the bachelorette party.
If Clayton knew that a stripper was going to be there that gets down to his socks, honey.
Now, Citra and Sam are on their way home with their family and they're going to have some American food. This should probably ring up, you know, closet mom and have her over. Sam is pretty excited to get married since that means they can get their naughty business on.
Naughty business?
Oh, you know the naughty business. And business is good.
Neither does Citra's sisters and her dad were interested on the food.
Kak, apa itu, Kak? Kentang. Si Sam tiap hari makannya kentang.
Sam's dad is like, what do you guys think about America? Citra's dad says that the food in Indonesia is better, spicier, has more vegetables, and it's definitely more tastier than here in America.
So how you guys liking America so far?
The food in Indonesia, like more vegetables and flavors.
Citra's dad asks what he thinks about them getting married. And he says that Citra has really grown on them, and you can tell that Citra got a little emotional.
I've been becoming happier about it.
And also says Sam hasn't been the best child. It took him a really long time to get to where he is now. And yes, he does throw him under the bus a little bit, but it is important to know these things beforehand and also know that he has grown as a person.
I always felt like 4 of them sort of matured and become responsible, but now Sam at 30, it's finally happening. So I'm really happy for him.
Sam's dad is like, is the devil's lettuce illegal in Indonesia? And well, it is not. You can get up to 5 years in prison for 1 joint.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, no go.
And now after hearing this, Sam is more scared to tell Citra's dad. So it is finally time to tell dad about the diversion program, and Sam is sweating. Dad is just sitting there like, spill the tea, man. He tells him how he got caught with an expired prescription for his medicine.
And because it was like expired, and that's how I ended up getting in trouble to begin with.
And Dad is like, well, what do you need the medicine for? Are you sick or something? And he tells him the usual, that he's only using it to help his addiction. I was really surprised to see how much Sam understands, because when Dad told him, if you ever do any illegal drugs, you're never going to marry my daughter. And he said, I'm only addicted to marrying your daughter.
Kalau seandainya kamu pakai narkoba atau sejenis obat yang dilarang pemerintah sini, saya nggak akan pernah mengizinkan kamu menikah dengan Citra. Ngerti?
Yeah.
And that is it for this episode. For the preview, we are going to see Manuel cry because he misses his children. We're also going to see Nikki's horrible voice. You must be the hottest thing I've seen. Sophie telling her mom she's bisexual. Finally, the scene with Anali getting the strippers. Sam getting a ring for Citra, and his mom telling him that she's probably not gonna go to the wedding. And that will be it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can help me reach my goal. And if you want to watch more videos, you can also watch this one right here that gets a little more in depth into Clayton and Anali's relationship. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.